Well, patience is running thin for some of the folks out here affected by this bridge closure. Crew members tell me they're working as quick as they can. Lucy has been so kind to take us on a boat with her family to show us just how bad it is out here. She's been in this area for 38 years. It's simple to register as a donor. You just have to be between the ages of 18 and 44, fill out a little bit of paperwork, and take a cotton swab to the inside of your cheek like this. Well, the water is sitting right at the bottom of the bridge behind me. Bossier officials expected to come over the levee sometime tomorrow. Now, those mandatory evacuations for this area are still in place. It's affected at least 5,000 to 6,000 people. Good morning, Karen and Patrick. I had to listen in closely because I don't know if you can hear all of the noise. There's a lot of cheering going on. The doors are officially open. That line was definitely far back outside of the building. I talked to customers who said they are so excited. And right there through those doors, there's a lot of staff members and management just lined up to welcome everyone in. The U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development approves $1.2 billion to help Louisiana recover from this year's historic flooding. This is part of a disaster relief package approved by Congress a few weeks ago. Well, it's not often a team can lose a player to graduation who started 37 straight games in 3 years and have any kind of experience at that position coming back. That is, unless we're talking about the NC State Wolfpack. All right, Josh, we've heard some crazy weather here and there. It's warm, it's rainy. What are we looking at?
Yeah, it's been warm and rainy. That would be a good way to describe today.
NBC6 is your local election headquarters. President-elect Donald Trump is back at work today, meeting behind the scenes with advisors as he puts the finishing touches on his cabinet. Patrick, we all know how food can dominate Facebook, Instagram, and even Pinterest. If looking at those pictures or recipes gets you hungry, listen up.
Jade Boudreaux is supposed to be enjoying her high school senior year. Instead, she and her family have been dealing with floodwaters in their Midland, Louisiana neighborhood.
I feel bad for my grandma. I mean, she's been here for a long time and it's never got this bad.
It's devastating.
For 38 years, Jade's grandmother, Moussi Benoit, has called Midland home. Backwater flooding from the Mermentau River made it inside this house for the first time. It's at least 6 feet off the ground.
It's very upsetting. It really is. We worked so hard for that.
The flooding also affected Moussi's daughter, who lives in a home around the corner.
We just finally started remodeling it and moving into it, so we just finally got it decent looking, and then now we're gonna have to start all over again with 3 kids.
It's a tough time for the Midland community. Homes ruined, streets completely underwater, and people who now have to rebuild parts of their lives.
I stayed through hurricanes, I stayed through other things. This has got to be the worst.
This snow cone business is Sharon Pilgrim's passion and livelihood. So when she came in one morning and noticed someone broke into her shop, she was devastated.
I just started crying. My ice machine, my crock pots, my drinks, all my flavors, even my simple syrup that you use to mix your flavors with out of the refrigerator, gone.
And here's your small fund.
Pilgrim's granddaughter, Gabrielle, helps her run the shop every summer.
It really makes me mad that someone would do this because I don't think they would want it done to them. I don't really know, which is heartbreaking.
Surveillance video shows people carrying things out of the shop in the early morning hours. Kelowna Cones had to close down for 4 days, putting a halt on business at a community hotspot.
We come out of the library and we come right to the snow cone place every Wednesday.
It was awful that something like that happened here.
I'm here every day. I'm open 7 days a week. This is what I do for the community and the kids. And then they come and rob the kids of this. It's sad.
Top story, a fire forces a family of 11 out of their Shreveport home.
NBC6's Chenelle Terry joins us now live in studio control with more on their recovery from the devastation. Chenelle.
Well, Dan and Jackie, this family lost pretty much everything, but in this tough time, they're still keeping their spirits up and say they're just thankful to be alive. A few clothes, pictures, and documents lay in the grass outside this burned home on Easy Street. It's about all that's left.
It's really tough to see everything just go up in flames.
The fire started around 11:15 Tuesday morning. Melvin Thomas says he took his kids to school and was supposed to go to a job fair, but had a feeling he needed to stay home, and later understood why.
I saw some red flames, ran in the living room, whole living room blazing up.
All 8 people inside the Shreveport home at the time got out safely. The smoke and flames are gone, but now 4 adults and 7 children are displaced.
It's so sad. Their home is their stability. And when you see that no longer there as that safety zone, it is traumatizing for them. It can be very difficult for them.
In times like this, the North Louisiana Red Cross provides financial assistance, mental and health services, along with referrals to partner agencies like the Salvation Army and Food Bank.
I saw the sign, it was Red Cross. I said, wow. I mean, they were positive with us. They didn't question us and hound us down.
The house is destroyed, but Melvin and his family still find light in what could be a dark time.
At first they were crying, they was hurt, you know, they lost everything, you know, but we all joking out and just finding something to keep us positive.
The cause of the fire is still under investigation. As far as the family, they do have a place to stay with their relatives, and you can't donate money to the Red Cross in order to help them. Just head on over to our website, arklatex homepage.com, for more information. Dan and Jackie.